You ever find yourself asking a partner or even a friend that question, hey, are we okay? We've all been there, right? And it so often gets slapped with a label like needy or insecure. But what if it's not a flaw at all? What if it's actually a deeply human protective strategy that we can understand and, even better, work with? Well, today we're going to unpack exactly that. And we'll start with a feeling I think we all know a little too well. All right, first off, let's dive into that super modern, super specific kind of anxiety, waiting for a text back. It seems so small, but what's really going on psychologically in that silence? Well, it tells us something huge about our fundamental need for connection.
Oh, you know the feeling. You send the text, you wait, the minutes start to feel like hours, maybe you see those 3 little dots pop up and then disappear. And your stomach just drops. Did I say something wrong? Are they mad? That feeling, that little jolt of panic, is exactly where our story begins.
And hey, if that's you, you are so not alone. Seriously. Research shows that for almost a third of people, texting is a source of anxiety every single day. So let's just get this straight right now. This is not a you problem. It's a totally shared human experience in this digital world of ours. But here's the thing. This anxiety, it's not really about the phone or the app. That's just the stage for a much, much older play. The real story here is about one of our most basic human needs, the need to feel secure and safe in our relationships. So let's totally rethink this whole idea of neediness, because it's not some character flaw. It's actually a really clever survival strategy that your nervous system probably learned for a very good reason.
Psychologists call it reassurance seeking. And just look at that definition. It's not about being weak, it's a protective strategy. See, if your early experiences with connection felt a little shaky or unpredictable, your nervous system might have learned a simple equation. Validation equals safety. So it just keeps checking in, looking for that hit of validation to feel okay. And this whole pattern, this need to check in, is really closely tied to a core idea in psychology called attachment anxiety. So what is that? Well, attachment anxiety is basically a deep down worry about being rejected or left behind. It's not something you choose, it's like an operating system running in the background. And it leads to what researchers call an energetic persistence, that urge to send another text or to just ask, are we good? It's all driven by this powerful need to get comfort and feel secure again. And this comment from someone on Reddit just nails what the other side of this looks like, what it feels like to be in a secure relationship. It's not that you never need reassurance, it's that the safety is just baked into everything. It's in every little interaction. So the need to actually go and ask for it, it just kind of melts away. But here's the tricky part, the big paradox. If asking for reassurance is supposed to make us feel safe, why does it so often feel like it's never enough? Well, this is what we're gonna call the reassurance treadmill. It feels like you're running and running, but getting nowhere. There's even a clinical term for when this gets into overdrive, excessive reassurance seeking, or ERS. And the key part of this definition is right at the end, seeking it regardless of whether it's already been provided. That's the tell. That's when this helpful strategy starts to backfire. And this slide right here shows you exactly how that trap works. Step 1, something triggers your anxiety, a short text, a weird tone of voice, whatever. Step 2, you seek reassurance to calm that fear. You ask the question. And step 3, you get the answer and sweet relief. But it's like a sugar high. It's fast, but it doesn't last. Because pretty soon that doubt creeps back in and you're right back at step 1. So, what's the real problem here? It's not the need for connection. The real issue is that we're basically outsourcing our sense of calm. We're training our own nervous system to believe that the only way it can feel okay is if it gets validation from someone else. We slowly lose trust in our own ability to soothe ourselves. And by the way, this isn't just some pop psychology idea. There's solid research, like this major 2005 study, that has documented this exact link between the reassurance loop and that underlying attachment anxiety. Okay, so if the reassurance treadmill is a trap, how the heck do we get off it? The answer, and this is the good news, lies in a really small but powerful shift in how we ask for what we need. And here it is. This is the whole game. We need to move from seeking reassurance to seeking support. Now, I know they sound almost the same, right? But the goal behind each one is totally different. And that difference changes absolutely everything. Okay, let's break this down because it's so important. Seeking reassurance is all about finding the threat and getting rid of it. It asks, "Are you mad at me?" The goal is to make the scary feeling go away. But seeking support, that's about your feeling. It says, "I'm feeling really anxious right now." The goal isn't to get your partner to solve the problem, it's to invite them in to help you cope with your distress. See the difference? One is a demand for a fix, the other is an invitation for connection.
And the payoff for making this shift is huge. When you ask for support, you're actually building your own internal muscle for calming yourself down. You're creating real intimacy because you're sharing how you feel, not just demanding a quick fix. You're turning your partner into an ally, not a detective. And, best of all, it breaks that cycle of temporary relief for good. And again, this isn't just a nice self-help idea. This is a core strategy that's used in things like cognitive behavioral therapy all the time to help people break these exact kinds of cycles, as shown in plenty of recent studies. So, I just want to leave you with this final thought. What if the goal was never to become some kind of emotional island who doesn't need anyone? What if the real goal is just to get better at asking for what truly helps? Not just a quick fix for our fear, but a real, genuine connection when we feel vulnerable. What if we just learned how to ask for that